What if I told you, the next Bali already exists, a place with pink beaches, prehistoric dragons, crystal clear waters, and luxury experiences, without the crowds. But here's the truth. It won't stay hidden for long. Labuan Bajo is a small fishing town located on the western tip of Flores Island in Indonesia, but don't let its size fool you. It's the gateway to one of the most extraordinary places on Earth, Komodo National Park. This region sits within a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to rare wildlife, untouched islands, and some of the richest marine biodiversity on the planet. And right now, it's transforming. This is one of the only places in the world where dragons are real. Forget folklore and fairy tales. Here, in the heart of Indonesia's Lesser Sunda Islands, myth becomes a living, breathing reality. Welcome to Komodo National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, encompassing the islands of Komodo, Rinca, and Padar. This rugged volcanic archipelago feels like a land that time forgot, a lost world where evolution took a different, more formidable path. The air is hot and dry, the terrain unforgiving. It's the perfect kingdom for the beast that reigns here. The Komodo dragon, the largest lizard on Earth, can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh over 150 pounds. Their bodies are covered in armored scales, like a living coat of chainmail, protecting them from rivals and prey, but their most formidable weapon is hidden. For years, scientists believed their bite was lethal due to a cocktail of septic bacteria. The truth is far more sophisticated. Komodo dragons are venomous. A single bite delivers a complex venom that sends their prey into shock, rapidly drops blood pressure, and prevents blood from clotting. They don't need to win a fight outright, they just need to land one bite. Then, they wait. Using a powerful sense of smell, they can detect a meal from miles away, patiently tracking their dying victim for days if necessary. They've ruled these islands for millions of years, apex predators, in an ecosystem that holds them in a state of primal reverence. Seeing one in the wild feels like stepping into another era, a visceral connection to a prehistoric past when giants roamed the earth. Their slow, deliberate gait belies an explosive power. They can run in short bursts up to 12 miles per hour, a terrifying speed for a creature of this size. They are true opportunists, hunting everything from small rodents to formidable water buffalo, and their presence dictates the rhythm of life and death on these islands. To witness them is a privilege, and one that requires caution. Visitors can explore islands like Komodo and Rinca, but only with guided rangers. These expert locals, armed with only a long, forked stick, are your lifeline. The stick isn't a weapon, but a tool to gently redirect a curious or aggressive dragon by pressing on its sensitive neck area. You must stay with your group, listen intently to your ranger's instructions, and never, ever underestimate these animals. They are wild, unpredictable, and command absolute respect. Standing just yards away from this ancient predator, you feel a humbling mix of awe and vulnerability. It's a powerful reminder of nature's raw, untamed beauty. It's wild, it's primal, and it's an experience that will be seared into your memory forever. It's unforgettable. But Labuan Bajo isn't just about dragons. While these magnificent creatures are the guardians of this realm, the land they inhabit is a spectacle in its own right. Once you look past the prehistoric allure of the Komodo, you begin to see the archipelago for what it truly is. A masterpiece of natural artistry, sculpted over millennia. This region looks like something out of a dream. It's a world of stark, beautiful contrasts. The volcanic islands rise from the sea like ancient sleeping giants, their rugged, sun-scorched hills covered in dry grasses that shift from green to gold with the seasons. This arid, almost severe landscape is then framed by water of the most impossible turquoise, creating a visual paradox that feels both raw and profoundly serene. Nowhere is this dramatic beauty more evident than on Padar Island. The trek to its summit is a journey in itself, a steady climb under the equatorial sun. But with every step, the view unfolds, and the effort is repaid 1,000 times over. From the peak, you're greeted with one of the most iconic landscapes in all of Southeast Asia. The island's unique shape unfurls below, revealing not one, but 3 distinct bays, each cradling a beach of a different color, one of sparkling white sand, another of volcanic black, and a third with a faint rosy blush. It's a geological tapestry woven from the island's fiery past and the vibrant marine life in its waters, and that blush of color leads you to another of the park's wonders, Pink Beach, or Pantai Merah. And yes, the sand is genuinely pink. This surreal hue isn't a trick of the light, it's created by the microscopic fragments of red organ pipe coral, which grow in abundance in the surrounding reefs. For centuries, waves have crushed this coral and mixed it with the fine white sand, creating this soft, rosy shoreline. It's a perfect illustration of how the health of the reef is directly written onto the landscape itself. Wading into the calm, clear water here feels like stepping into a painting. Beyond these famous landmarks lie the secrets that make this archipelago truly special. Tiny, untouched islands dot the horizon, many unnamed and uninhabited. Hidden lagoons, accessible only by swimming through narrow sea caves, offer moments of pure solitude. Here the outside world melts away, and the only sounds are the gentle lapping of water against ancient rock and the distant cry of a sea eagle. Then, there are the sandbars, like Takamakassar, ephemeral crescents of pure white sand that appear and disappear with the rhythm of the tide. To stand on one is to feel like you're standing on the edge of the world, a temporary visitor on a piece of land that belongs only to the sea. Every stop, every island, every hidden cove feels like discovering a secret the world hasn't fully uncovered yet, a reminder that there are still places of profound, untouched beauty waiting to be found. And, beneath the surface, it gets even better. Komodo National Park is one of the best diving and snorkeling destinations in the world. You can swim with manta rays, drift over vibrant coral reefs, and encounter sea turtles, reef sharks, and thousands of tropical fish. Even if you're not a diver, the snorkeling alone is world-class. The water clarity, the biodiversity, it rivals anywhere on Earth. So why is everyone suddenly talking about Labuan Bajo? Because Indonesia has made it a top priority. It's officially designated as one of the country's 5 super priority tourism destinations. Billions are being invested into infrastructure, including airport expansions, new roads, eco-resorts, and upgraded marinas. Direct international flights are increasing, luxury hotels are arriving, and global attention is rising fast. From 2026 to 2030, this place is expected to explode in popularity. Right now, you're early. To truly understand the soul of Labuan Bajo, you have to leave the shore behind. While the town itself is a bustling gateway, its real treasures aren't found on land. They're scattered across an archipelago of rugged volcanic islands, each a world of its own, separated by channels of brilliant turquoise water. The best way, and for many of the most remote spots, the way to experience this incredible landscape, is from the sea. This is the world of the liveaboard. These multi-day boat trips are the quintessential Labuan Bajo adventure, taking you on an unforgettable journey island hopping across the vast expanse of Komodo National Park. The vessels themselves are often works of art, traditional Indonesian wooden boats known as fainisi. Handcrafted for centuries by the seafaring peoples of South Sulawesi, these two-masted schooners have been reborn as comfortable, and sometimes incredibly luxurious, vessels for modern explorers. Life on board settles into a blissful rhythm, dictated by the sun and the tides. You sleep in cozy cabins, lulled by the gentle rocking of the boat. You wake up not to an alarm clock but to the first golden rays of sunrise illuminating a new, untouched island on the horizon. Mornings are for quiet contemplation with a cup of coffee on deck, watching the world awaken. Days are a whirlwind of adventure. You'll spend your time exploring pristine coral reefs, teeming with life, trekking to panoramic viewpoints and discovering hidden beaches of pink and white sand that you have all to yourself. The term live aboard covers a wonderfully broad spectrum of experiences, ensuring there's a perfect boat for every type of traveler and budget. Some are budget-friendly, offering a more rustic and communal adventure. Think shared dorm-style cabins, simple but hearty meals, and a focus on pure, unadulterated exploration. These trips foster a fantastic sense of camaraderie among guests. On the other end of the scale, you'll find ultra-luxury floating hotels. These magnificent vessels offer private suites with balconies, air conditioning, en-suite bathrooms, and sometimes even onboard masseuses and yoga instructors. The dining is a gourmet affair, with multi-course meals served under the stars. But whether you choose a simple backpacker boat or a 5-star schooner, the core of the experience remains the same. It's about disconnecting from the world and reconnecting with nature. It's about the freedom of the open water, the thrill of discovery, and the shared joy of witnessing one of the planet's most beautiful places from the best seat in the house. No matter how you do it, A journey by sea is the experience that truly defines Labuan Bajo. So how much does it cost? Right now, it's still affordable compared to Bali. Hotels range from around $25 to $150 per night. Boat trips can cost anywhere from $100 for a day trip to $300–1,000+ for multi-day luxury experiences. Food is inexpensive, especially at local spots, but here's the key. Prices are rising as development continues. Labuan Bajo won't stay cheap forever. Before you pack your bags, there are a few things to know. This is still a developing destination. Infrastructure is improving, but not perfect. Internet can be inconsistent, healthcare is limited, and sustainability is a growing concern. Tourism is increasing rapidly, and preserving this fragile ecosystem is critical, so if you visit Pralu, travel responsibly. So, is Labuan Bajo the next Bali? In many ways, yes. It has the beauty, the uniqueness, the investment, and the momentum. But it's also something different, less developed, more raw, more adventurous. The real question is, will it stay that way? Because once the world fully discovers this place, everything changes. If you want to experience Labuan Bajo, do it before the crowds arrive, because right now, you're not late, you're early. Subscribe for more hidden destinations before they go mainstream.